What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Make sure you follow me over there on Telegram. That's t.me/KingofFomo1, as well as my chat, which is going to be linked in the description below. I also have a podcast, which is going to be linked in the description below as well, if you want to listen on the go. So this is going to be a short video/podcast. There's not going to be a whole lot of images or pictures that I'm going to show you guys, because I'm mainly just going to be talking about Ethereum and my price prediction for that. I think in the short term, and I mean probably sometime within the next 3 months, probably maximum, we could definitely see Ethereum hitting upwards of $2,000 in this short period of time. So that's a little over 2x, and I'm going to get into the reasons why. So in previous Bitcoin runs and previous crypto runs, usually you have Bitcoin rise a lot, and then soon after you have your relevant altcoins follow Bitcoin and continue to rise with it. But almost always you have Bitcoin leading the pack when it comes to these bull runs. And the same case is true for this current bull run, as Bitcoin currently continues to top its all-time high day after day, sitting at about 27, I think earlier today, $28,000. Now, usually what happens after this is Bitcoin usually cools down a little bit. Maybe it dumps slightly, but it doesn't dump down to like astronomical levels, but it kind of moves sideways while other altcoins start to catch up. And of course, altcoins are left behind at the same time. So I'm certain that you can find some altcoins that are going to be doing better than Ethereum, doing more than 2x, catching up with Bitcoin. But I think that Ethereum is definitely the safest bet, because it is if you look at all other cryptos, all other coins, this is the coin that people have the least speculation on. It's the least speculative coin, maybe besides USDT, but of course that's always in the news to have some sort of FUD or some sort of issue with the over minting of USDT. But even with Ripple and the controversy that's been going on with that, and with pretty much all other altcoins, they still have a little bit to prove that they're going to be around for more than the next 2 or 3 years. Whereas Ethereum, I think that a lot of people that are onboarding onto crypto right now, a lot of people, whether they're institutional or whether they're new, are going to look at Ethereum and know that it is the second place coin, and it belongs in the second place coin, at least for the time being, until it overtakes Bitcoin, which I think is, again, a possibility that we could be seeing pretty soon, maybe in the next year or two. So with all that being said, why am I saying the $2,000 price point for Ethereum? Well, if we take a look at Ethereum, their all-time high previously was approximately $1,400. So we're going to go off of that number in a second. And with Bitcoin, its previous all-time high was about $20,000. Now, Bitcoin is up about 25% higher than its previous all-time high. So that's where I'm getting my calculation for Ethereum, hitting it about 25% higher than its all-time high after it catches up to where it's supposed to be, would put it at close to about $2,000. Now, on top of that, why is Ethereum the coin that I'm most excited about? Well, it's mainly because of DeFi and Ethereum 2.0. I think the winner of the most innovative crypto coins of 2020 is definitely Ethereum, with the launch of ETH 2.0 and with how crazy DeFi was back around July all the way up to now, and how that has completely changed the crypto game. Bitcoin, more or less, is pretty much the same as it was when it launched, and I think that as people start becoming more attuned and accustomed to cryptocurrency, they're going to understand that there's more than just Bitcoin out there, and that Ethereum is really the coin that's pushing the crypto space forward, while Bitcoin is more or less just an onboarding coin for you to start trading your cryptocurrencies and looking at all of this other stuff. So with all that being said, I think that Ethereum is definitely in prime shape to continue to move. Currently sitting at about $695. We could definitely see this thing continuing to do the same thing that Bitcoin has done for the past couple days, and go up 10%, 14% on a daily basis until it reaches its previous all-time high of $1,400 and continues to rise after that. Honestly, this is just my opinion. Of course, I could be wrong, but honestly, I think this is a shoe-in for an easy profits. Probably one of the best things that I've done in the past kind of a month and a half that I've sort of been absent from making videos is stop trading altcoins, because Bitcoin has run on its run. And I know that like this happened in the last bull run. A lot of people got stuck trading altcoins and saying, well, if Bitcoin's going to go up this much, let me find another coin that's going to go up 10x. And yeah, that is possible if you find the right stuff, but there is so much more wrong stuff than right stuff that it's just not, to me, it's not worth the risk. So not trading altcoins and staying with Bitcoin was a really, really good decision for me, and kind of just not making videos about anything worked out fantastically for me. And what I think is also going to work out fantastically for me is if I continue to kind of do the same thing, even if I'm like moving some of my Bitcoin over to Ethereum, as I think that this coin is pretty much a shoe-in for continuing to rise. There's really no reason for Ethereum to go down in price with how much it's put out and how far ahead it is right now, and like it just comparing it to Bitcoin. I don't understand why it would dump or go down at all compared to this. I think it's definitely undervalued at the moment. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Ethereum. Definitely keep an eye on this. I know like most of you have Ethereum, most of you know what it is, but a lot of people had a hard time predicting Bitcoin's run, and some people are sitting on the sidelines with some of these Uniswap altcoins, and they pretty much missed out on the past 2 or 3 weeks because Bitcoin's been going on a rise. And like I do think that eventually soon Bitcoin is going to slow down. And when it does, I think that that's when Ethereum is going to catch up like crazy. So that's kind of what my plans are. Now, what I've been doing, in addition to not really touching Uniswap altcoins, is I've been selling my crypto. So like I've sold about a fourth of all of my crypto. Now, granted, if I would have kept it, obviously I would have more, but you never regret selling if you're in profit. You always, be appreciative of what you have. And of course, I still have a lot left over. And there's some altcoins that will do good for you, like especially the Ethereum pair altcoins that have a chance in the future as well. Now, I'm not talking about ones that are brand new. They still have just as much a chance to pump and dump as they always will and always do. But the ones that really look like they're going to continue to change the game with Ethereum, they definitely have a chance to rise with Ethereum, as Ethereum's going to potentially over 2x here in the next couple of months. Now, I know that 2x, it sounds like a pipe dream. A lot of people are probably using this as clickbait and just saying, numbers out of their heads. But honestly, it's what I'm looking at, and with the data that I'm looking at, and with seeing what Bitcoin has done in the past couple of weeks, as long as Bitcoin doesn't overdump, I think that Ethereum has a really, really good chance with ETH 2.0 and everything. Like if you've just been following the Ethereum news, you probably understand kind of where I'm coming from with this. And with this 10% jump today, I wouldn't be surprised if it had another 10% jump tomorrow, or anything like that. I would be surprised if it just like dumped 50% and went down to like $300 again. But I mean, we'll see what happens. Definitely keep your eyes peeled and glued on Ethereum. Now, as far as altcoins, the only one that I'm really, really looking at, I talked about a few on the channel last video. And of course, like I said, Wise token, that's going to be my New Year's coin. It's going to be unlocking on December 31st, and we'll see what happens with that. I'm probably going to be holding on to my Wise tokens. Now, this one, like I said, there's only 4 days left to purchase this, so if you guys want to buy this, now's your chance. And if you bought actually yesterday, you lucked out, because that was a low day and a huge payout. I think this is the highest payout that they've had yet, 7 million Wise tokens. So these people got a lot added. So the same exact thing could happen tomorrow, or the complete opposite in the next day. And then on his days 49 and 50, I think those are going to be some really, really high paying out days, because those are the last even days where you're going to kind of be guaranteed to get 5 million Wise tokens paid out to you. But we'll see what happens with this thing. 53,000 Ethereum total in this altogether, 7,000 users. And if you just compare the user base of Wise token with other coins, 7,000 users is not that much. That's 7,000 wallets. And you can look at the total wallets of other coins as well and make a comparison with that. Wise token still has a lot of room to grow. It has a lot of room to go down as well, but I'm definitely not going to be dumping my Wise tokens on day one. I'm going to be holding out and seeing what's happening, because I mean, one comparison that you can make with Wise token, and I keep bringing this up, but Hex is like the competitor to Wise Token, and Hex is doing really really well compared to where it started, and compared to what people's expectations were with it just dumping with the origin address and everything like that. Now, with Wise Token being an upgraded or different version of that, of course, different things can happen, different being not so good. But honestly, I think that it's coded and set up to be better than Hex Token with Wise Token. So I do think that we can see some higher levels. Hex is sitting at, what is that, 6, almost a penny. And I think their supply is also significantly higher. And Wise Token, if we take a look at Wise Info, I think this is sitting at close to about 11 cents. It might be higher since Ethereum, which has just recently went up about 10%. So Wise Token's actually sitting at about 14 cents, which is pretty crazy. Still rank 8 on Uniswap. And of course, there's some other issues with the rankings on Uniswap, but they're still really, really good. So keep an eye on this one as well. That's kind of one of the only coins that I'm really looking at in terms of launch. And we'll see what happens after that, guys. So definitely stay tuned for all of this stuff. Be excited. The bull run is here. And be prepared for some retracement as well, because, what goes up must come down eventually. And of course, it will level out, and I think it will continue to rise. There's a lot of other things to really look at when you look at the economy and what the US dollar is doing and just what crypto is doing overall. And I think that crypto is going to come out on top compared to the US dollar. So even if we do have a retracement, I'm not going to panic and run out of the system, because I don't think that we're going to have a huge retracement. All right, that's everything for today, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, follow the Telegram channel as well as the Spotify channel if you guys are listening to podcasts. Peace out.